Morning, everyone. Good morning. I apologize for being late today. It's kind of a short stream anyway. I can only stay till 1:15 on Wednesdays, but I had a difficult schedule this week, so I overslept unexpectedly. But you won't like me when I'm angry. So I had to rest and sleep a little later than usual. I would have been useless anyway. Waking up super early this week, then going back to sleep. Then didn't wake up quite in time to start the stream on schedule. Sumer challenging me to 10 plus 5. Let's get started. I'm not hangry. I hate mornings anyway, like Garfield. I hate being rushed even worse. The Dutch. Will you play bishop f4? Do you promise to play bishop f4 if I play the Dutch? He's gonna get angry now. Speaking of hangry, do you promise to play bishop f4? No, I mean, I've always been like super sensitive to being rushed because my dad was that way. And maybe I like absorbed it subconsciously. I don't know. I only realize it more and more now in old age. This is part of the reasons why I stopped playing Blitz. I think Blitz is basically like being rushed to play chess. I like taking my time in everything I do. Here we are being rushed again. He's like, good. So, I know the theory main line is like when I played with white, h6, but I'd really rather play without h6 somehow. Though I think I played something experimental that was bad recently. Was this it? This has to be what I did last time. I'm sorry I'm late, everybody, but I'm almost never late to stuff. I woke up at 10:45, 15 minutes before the stream was supposed to start. And I have a routine. I just can't go without a shower and breakfast. Made my coffee, I had a shower, and I've got a bowl of cereal, and I'm here. Had to read the news to see how many people were murdered in the United States today. While pathetic politicians who only care about their own power and money do nothing about it. But I'm not gonna rant. Just 21 people, 19 kids murdered yesterday, while U.S. politicians do nothing. It's like so good that I've moved to Europe, really. The United States is just whacked, man. It's hopeless, dude. Depressing. I had to wake up to that. Alright, we're just gonna play knight f6. What's the problem? What are you gonna do to me? Oh! Oh! Got me. You got me. Ah! You doubled my pawns. Oh no, it's the end of the world. I mean, I've tried to play this type of lines with white, but I know what it is. Wow, e4. I'm just so glad I don't have to send my kids to school to get murdered. While Republicans do nothing about it. The United States is so messed up, man. Just another 20 people are murdered after like 12 last week. Wonder what the statistical chances of being killed by gunfire in the United States is at this point. It's got to be getting pretty warm. E4. Must take. Queen h5 check. Thanks for the update. What's up, Morales? Dude, Texas just enacted... They just enacted, like, you know, open carry. They have the worst governor in the United States. The guy is absolutely a scumbag. They have the worst attorney general in the United States, who's a criminal, who should be in jail. Who just got, like, re-elected for his primary. Texas is whacked, man. That shit is crazy. D5 looks like a good move, actually. I mean, it could happen anywhere, but I mean, Texas especially. Doesn't happen in other countries. Wonder why. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. Isn't that the classic argument? It's so inane. Anyway, I'll try not to rant. I did get enough sleep finally. Yeah, Austin is like the only normal place to live in Texas. But, you know, the state laws are the same everywhere, so people can open carry and there's like no license required to get a gun. Like, that's pretty normal. Where's that in the Constitution? You don't need a license to get a gun? Where does it say that in the Constitution? I don't remember that being in the US Constitution. The freaking gun lobby is like next week in Texas. What an embarrassment. Okay, so what am I doing here? Take, bishop b4 check. I kind of like this e5 square. By the same token, I need to get my pieces out. What about bishop b4, knight takes e5, queen e7? Can I castle queenside? Sumer's playing quickly because he has to go to school. Is this an e4, e5 opening? Anyone have any good news? Any good news today? Let's hear some good news. Masturbate? Feels like White's playing too fast as usual. He's in a hurry. IVYM, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. Alright. He's thinking about attacking on the king side again. For something new and totally different. I don't want to give up my bishop. It's probably good enough, though. It's funny, Arsenal. You have glasses? I never pictured you having glasses. You know how you build up an image of someone that you never met online? Let's see. It's not a clear image, but that's better anyway. Yeah, he's aiming at the king side. Chirpy birds. Look, come on, no queen h5. No rook f5. No rook f3, rook h3. Sorry, late start today. My apologies. Oh, no. He wants to play rook b4. The mule skinner maneuver. I'm summoning my psychic powers. Mule Skinner tried that on move 11 yesterday. So I guess this is like a desperate attempt to lift his rook through the third rank. Like, I take here, he plays maybe that. He also gets queen. He could also get queen h5. So perhaps I should forego. Perhaps I should forego taking that pawn on c3. Queen h5 is annoying. It allows rook b3. Made me think of Mr. Potato Head. I had that when I was a kid. Long before the days of Toy Story. And he brought back early childhood memories playing with Mr. Potato Head. Rook e1. Queen g5. Queen g5, queen g5. Potato brain. I'm trying to prevent the things he's trying to do, like bring his queen out to h5, play rook b4. We're just preventing the opponent from having fun. And I'm tired, that's why I challenge you to a longer time control. Subscriber challenges first. Morales busted the rated challenge. I'm tired, but I'm not gonna fall for that. Interesting that Morales has rated challenges on. He never plays rated games. He has all question marks on his ratings. You challenged me to rated, Mr. Question Mark rating. Leiki 7013 Sam Joani. Whoa, Sam Shwani. Sam Shwani is 2-2. What's that about? Learning chess? Is anyone a subscriber other than Antonio? Look at all those rabbits. Asked to be awful quiet today. Benutzer's name. I drank about 2/3 of my coffee, but I don't want it to run out. Oh my god, C4. Is that like a desperate attempt to get your rook in the game laterally? It's German. Try the old rook b3 maneuver. But I feel like black's pretty solid by now. I can play anything. I didn't want to drop b7 though. I want to move my bishop out. But I really, really don't want to drop b7 and then have my whole pawn chain fall. Are they just reading glasses, Arsenal, or you wear glasses? You're a 4 eyes. Onion with glasses. Lakey. Morales is next. Then Arsenal fan. Who else? Who else are subscribers? Queen f3. Well, that's an annoying move. Right. Damn. What about Queen e4? Sounds funny, Morales. Gotta get that one move cheapo in. That's alright. There's a check, actually. Maybe I don't want to do that. But why would I not? What choice do I have here? G6? Alright. Whatever. Rabbids. Don't anyone else challenge me. Got enough games for today. Yeah. All the rookie games on the 7th, because your f5 pawn moved up and your king can't cross over the line of demarcation. But it's not a rooking game. We still have bishops on the board. I might be able to draw. Good memory, Arsenal. You may have lost your glasses, but you still have your memory. Why can't you remember where your glasses are then? That's one of the only practical applications of playing chess that I have found. I have a better chance of retaining like memory where objects are than average people. Ooh, we're down to blitz. 241 to 1. Way to draw for black? In reality, I'm not in any danger. But it is hard to win. I'm gonna have to like give him the pawn back in a lot of cases here. It looks like. That looks like a reasonable move. 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 A move. Agnes Karajewski donated 100 bits. Alright. Thank you. His rook is trapped. What do I do now? Coffee is so good. I love coffee. Where is Mr. Coffee? Rook e6. Then I wonder if he had g4 there. We could check after the game. But seriously, g4 playing for the king and pawn in game. I can sack the pawn. I don't have to take it. The mother of all Londons. The Honorable Judge Arsenal. Oh no. Is it some freak like king and pawn game where I couldn't win or something? I guess I could just take it, but I don't know. I didn't want to fix his pawns. I think he had g4, going for the king and pawn game. What do you guys think? Triple pawns in the king and pawn game. That's what I wonder about here. I think I have to play like king up, and if pawn takes pawn, just move my bishop or something. Engine is not going for it, but I mean, you're talking about a very long king and pawn calculation, which might even go beyond depth 23. So the computer just says like, alright, whatever, you have 5 pawns on white squares. Here, pawn takes pawn. Actually, g5 might be better. I think he should hold this. You know, this should be a draw somehow. It was the opposite of what DigiWorld said, that actually it was white that has to play like perfectly to draw. Essentially. But I also think he missed c5 on the queen side. Now, this is it, man. See, you gotta find that move. It's like very forcing by nature. c5 was the move. Make your bishops great again. Like some of your pieces are gonna filter through. Phew, this is strong. Wow. Did Antonio say that? Did anybody suggest c5? He was desperately trying to find ways to like get his rook in the game, like rook b4, rook b3. But that's a classic like Nimzo breakthrough on the queen side. Usually when you have the doubled pawns. Well, I mean, I think timing is everything. We could all see the c5 concept, but will we know to play it in the right moment? When you're black, you're like, oh, well, what can white do? It's one of his only moves there that's actually forcing. Well, I won the last time we played. I'm a little groggy this morning. You're not really playing the London. This is just my imagination. Dude. Should be immediately like subified for that. Banishment for playing the London. That's so gross. Morales have COVID? Wow, knight c3? That's unusual for a London player. Yeah, I had this with other players. Why does this seem weird? Oh yeah. We had this before. Your 1300 bliss. We're not going to go through that again. I had this with Ayesta already and with Schieberspieler. Was I supposed to play Bishop D2? I don't remember now. It's my turn already? Both Ayesta and now he resigned. Both Ayesta and Schieberspieler knew the line. Something was wrong though. I don't think White should resign. Oh, okay, so Bishop D2. Rook takes B2, E4. Or A4. Maybe Schieberspieler played A4 against me. Yeah, see, Schieberspieler played A4. I got a horrible position and then drew, I think. But that was weird. I thought I had a game with Ayesta in this. I must have misplayed it. Oh, okay. So I made this mistake a couple of times. Twice against Schieberspieler. And against Ayesta. It looks like I even played Knight B6. It's an older game from 2020. Riley Man. But the actual theory says what? Wow, Terza Farago. So, Knight C3, Rook B8 is correct. You have to play Bishop D2 first. Learning chess. Attack the seagrass. I thought the seagrass was just something from Minecraft, but yesterday I saw an article that there was apparently lots of sugar in the ocean under seagrass deposits. Seagrass. Attack the seagrass. Wow, we refuted the English. Nice job, dude. What do you want me to play then? You just have to, like, do something. What else are you gonna play? Like d6? But what if knight c3? Queen a4. A bit early for the queen a4, yes? e6. e6 is kind of weird. It's like not that bad, probably. You're enhancing the strength of the wing gambit idea, probably, for black. Enhanced wing gambit. Okay, let's just play. b5. The truth is the queen is out of play on a4, and the way to take advantage of it is just kind of ignore it. I mean, he should find that that queen is out of play in the long run. On a4. Has no ability to go over to the king's side. Now g3. What should we do? What should we do? Mm-hmm. I mean, it should just end up out of play. I mean, I've been there with white many times. Not to say it doesn't have some value. He has a big space advantage with like b5. The queen can have some value, but it still seems like it should be out of play. d5. I mean, d5 would like justify his queen, essentially. I think it's a huge mistake. So what do we do? The brutal d6. The refutation. I like the color scheme you got, Arsenal. The green moderator sword with the green badge and the pink name. What's that green and pink remind me of? Oh, it looks like Food Panda. Do you have Food Panda? Is that just a Hungarian thing? It's like a delivery service here. That's their color scheme. I knew there was something familiar about it. Alright. Guys, I've got to leave in an hour. I have 1 hour. However many games we can play by then. I've got challenges from Arsenal, Excel Poker. Morales is gone. Shockey. Morales, are you supposed to be gone? I think he should have played b5. It would have been more consistent. Maybe Food Panda is just a Hungarian thing. The artist formerly known as Netpinszer, which was Hungarian. I had the feeling it was something bigger, though. Alright. So what's the biggest like food delivery thing in the UK company? I guess with Brexit, you don't have anything we have here. Good old Brexit. We don't talk enough about breakfast. Oh shit. Freudian problem. We don't talk enough about breakfast around here. I'm not fat. We just don't talk enough about breakfast. I want to talk to you about breakfast, son. We need to have a little talk. Obese man to obese man. Swiggy and Zomedo. That's a cool name. We have Wolt, and I'm like, what is a Wolt? Is that like a Polish name or something? Why would they call it Wolt? It doesn't even sound cool. And Food Panda. Or would you rather order from Wolt or Food Panda? Wolt isn't even the name of something. It doesn't even sound like anything. Whose idea was that? Now he's just lost. Never Castle Queenside in the English. Didn't anyone tell you at chess school? I have the feeling it's like Polish for volt or something. I mean, I have no idea. What languages use the W and everything? Just Polish. I mean, Hungarians don't really use W, so I don't know. Does it even exist? I don't know if it even exists in Hungarian. Uh-oh, there's this. That's an unpleasant surprise. I should have done something about that. Yeah, true German. Not as much as Polish, but they do. Yeah, probably equally popular. I'm concerned about knight g5. Well, why don't I open the freaking file here? That is a C file. I'm sorry, sir. We lost your order. Volkswagen. I'm sorry, sir. Our driver seems to have misplaced your order. My God, man. You know, he played an interesting opening with the Queen A4, but it's beyond comprehension. The Latter-day Saints of White's position. You can't castle queenside in the English? Come on now. I started playing the wing gambit at an early stage and he still castled queenside. I mean, seriously, playing Queen A4, inducing me to play B5, and then castling queenside? Why did he do that? He had a perfectly reasonable position after like 7 moves. Gotta play B5 there. Gotta do it. No, I'm gonna do it. Man, Nicodemus. Nico the Greek. This is horrible. Ugh. It's getting worse. It's been a tough week. We had a late start today, a short stream till 1:15. Mate is great. Perfectly normal. What could possibly go wrong here? And all of my pieces got in the game. Always mate with the lowest form of life. That's all I've got, though. I guess Queen B4. Arsenal fan, are you ready? Oh no, Repunj. Repunj has to play first. His challenge dropped. And we want to be on tilt before we face Arsenal. Please play Bishop F5. Ooh, Zen chess. I channeled your name yesterday. Wondered where you were. Alright. He's looking up responses to F4. I think we have a misunderstanding. Are you here, man? You're not actually Greek. There was a Greek. Oh, what was it? Nick the Greek. Some kind of sports betting guy on TV in the 80s. I'm thinking of someone else. Oh, okay. King's Gambit. Gulderkand says, would it be good for me as a training to get the score counting skill? It sounds like blackjack card counting. Score counting skill, as Stockfish put it, one ply analysis. I don't know how much value that has. Billy the Greek? No. That was Billy Goat. No, Billy the Greek just doesn't sound... It doesn't sound right. You can't have Billy the Greek. Billy is a very Anglo-Saxon sort of name. One second. Oh, he's been frozen. Actually, I have a smart friend who thinks that learning Stockfish's code for scoring a position would actually be helpful. Well, you know, I mean, I think that there's some... I mean, my theory anyway is that like, if you can correctly evaluate positions, you can understand chess. To a vast degree, I think that's true. Yeah, I guess really math-oriented people might be able to pull this off somehow. Colorado Gambit Reverse. Did I play E3 in a game? I think I did. But I don't see what value that has. I mean, it's not like black has to take it. You know, you really need to talk to a computer person about this stuff. I'm not the right person to ask. Preferably someone who's really good with coding and really good at chess too. How crazy would G3 actually be? Pretty crazy. When I looked at this with the engine, speaking of evaluations, it was like not really worse than kind of your standard King's Gambit. Gotta find a way of playing White's side of Fromm. Mr. Fromm, you're wanted in the principal's office. Bud Fromm. Now what am I going to do? Queen D2. What would Gareyev do? Freak opening. Player of freak openings. E3. I'm just starting out. I'm a bird. I'm a basic bird beginner, a BBB. Bird basic. BG5. BG5 is the tempo, you know, but it is plausible. I see a lot of people do that in the London. When there's an exchange offer, they play bishop g5, but it just kind of feels like you're giving the move to the opponent. This bishop remains very strong here, too. I'm not so sure. I was seriously considering queen d2. Please, just don't. You had a chair with my name on it at principal's office. Nicodemus. Glass. Yeah, does a sound make a tree in the forest? Just kidding around. I'm not really dyslexic. It's a good question, is e3 a weakness? Theoretically, it's highly likely to become one. Right? That's why I'm not really comfortable with it. But chess is more complicated than all that. You know, is this definitely going to become a weakness? It's hard to say. I mean, can he really like get control of the half-one file and put pressure on it? Or will something else come into play? Like, will I block off that line with 95? Then it probably doesn't matter that much. If he takes here, what's going on with the tension between these bishops? Bishop f4. Knight e5, bishop e2, queen e2, knight d7. Looks excellent. Oh! I dropped a pawn. Right. Is a weakness a weakness? Something falls in the forest and makes a sound. Is a tree really a tree? If it falls in the forest? Or is it a log now? These and other philosophical questions will be answered on a stream shortly. Is a tree still a tree after it's dead? Or does it become a log? $8.95. No, you know, okay. So I thought 95 bishop takes e2, queen e2, and knight d7. I can play that. It just leads to a lot of exchanges. But maybe it's okay. Yeah. Maybe you're right, Arsenal. I just have to exchange on d7, I guess. I have about 40 minutes left. So we have too many challenges. These later challenges have to go. Zen Chess is obviously on the bubble. We lost. What happened to Morales? I guess he's long gone. I didn't even get to say goodbye. And Shilshaki's gone too. It's becoming a weakness. No, Shaki's still there. He has shockingly good internet. What if I take on d6? You take on e3 check? Call it a pawn sack. Yeah, well, I was thinking about ways to sack this pawn. Yeah, you don't want to hang on to material passively. We never want to play passively if we don't have to. Only as a last resort. I thought about just king h1 actually, so that the pawn does fall. It's not with check. We actually have an issue. But my queen doesn't have very much mobility here. All pieces are in game. In game pieces. Tomorrow night is subscriber stream. If anyone else is a subscriber to the stream that would like to submit a game for tomorrow night's stream, we're gonna go over up to 10 games. 6:30 tomorrow night. Now it appears I have to give up my bishop, but maybe not. No, he blundered. Blunder! Blunderific. Blunderific. You blunder. Blunder this. He eventually felt compelled to do something poor. Black just stopped calculating. So winning the pawn. It's a bad move. I mean, why would he want to do that? Even if he doesn't lose this pawn, like, his pressure, is my e3 pawn a weakness? Well, now it might be a weakness, but it's an extra weakness. Did he miss something there? No. Okay, queen d5. Now we have a nice center. Center formerly known as I felt like I was playing the Nimzovich defense. I guess there's a lot of correlation with what I did in this game. It's basically like a Colorado Gambit reversed. Much similarity. Similarity, Dad. I bet that's not a word. Oh. Be careful not to talk about Soltiga while Bob's here. Bob's arch enemy. Shh. Well, I don't know what the latest developments are. In the ongoing soap opera. Muppet Hospital. Oh my god. The G pawn? Did I almost trap his queen? Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to weaken my king side. White has a huge advantage. I'm up a pawn. Basically like a winning position. G4 is an inherently extremely risky idea. Absolutely. Not something I want to do particularly. Unless I have no other option, really. Knight d6. Rook d6, pawn d6. There's nothing there. Nothing there, man. Coordination. By not playing g4, I now have rook g3. That wasn't even something I was planning. Alright, next challenge. Got Arsenal fan. Arsenal's really next. I gotta run to the bathroom. We'll be back in a sec. Put on some cool music. Put on some cool music while you're waiting. 1 minute. Ready now. Too much coffee. Alright. Don't drink too much coffee before the game. Arsenal fan. What happens if you're trapped and you have to pee during a tournament game and you just have like 30-second increments? They bring you the bottle. Is it against the rules to pee in a bottle while you play? e4, c5. Cowards. You've been in that situation running to the bathroom. You better hope it's not too far away. And it's not too crowded. This is a nice move, d5 right away. That's the classic. Put Arsenal to the test here. I'll be like Todorov. Any endgame. I play any endgame against amateur. Any endgame is good endgame for Todorov from Fraggle Rock. Well, it'd be like the possibility of winning or drawing. There are two likely results. D5 is the best move. I play D5. That's the book recommendation. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Overextended. What would Andras Odorian do? Knight f3. What turn after here? Bishop h3. That's totally Todor. This Grandmaster from Bulgaria, who I think he lives in France, he came on my stream a couple of times and played me like 4 or 5 games, but he doesn't seem to speak. He didn't seem to like speak. It was like he doesn't speak English. I had the feeling. I played him a long time ago in a game in 1996. But I had this unique style where he's clearly playing for endgames. Playing for endgames every single game. Okay, takes on d5. Queen takes knight f3. I don't trust this. Basically a modern reversed. So principled. Bishop h3. That's what Todorov would do, definitely. I don't think it's the best, probably. But playable. Try to trade our bad bishop off. The enemy good bishop. Now Arsenal just kind of randomly decided to now trade queens. Which I disagree with. You know, I think he had a chance to do it before he put 2 pawns on dark squares. Now he decides to do it after he's committed to that. That seems inconsistent to me. You know, if you wanted to do the exchange, you should probably do it with less pawns on the dark squares. Now he's committed to that structure. White king is in danger. I mean, neither king is in danger, but I feel like the most important thing about this position is like bad bishop, good bishop, and pawns relative to said bishops. Positional massage coming. So this square versus this square. I mean, that's the other lesson King's Indian. I have a permanent outpost at d5, very likely, but he doesn't have the same here on d4. I guess white's better. I mean, but how much better? More pawns on dark squares. Goody. He has more pawns than I do. 9 pawns against 8. It's a little bad bishop joke. Little bad bishop humor for y'all. Welcome, y'all. But I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just equal or maybe I'm better. There's some technical problems. I wanted to play a4, but he has knight a5. If I play knight a3, that's fine too. But when I play knight c4, he has b5. I don't really like the way he's playing this. I feel like he's making it worse for himself. Gravedigger. Arsenal the Gravedigger. Fan Richie. Do you want a shovel? Can I get you a shovel? Now the moment of truth. Which way do we go? Or just play knight d2. There's a funny tactic. If I play knight d2, he can play knight to d4. And I can't take it because my bishop is trapped. Or at least, you know. This is a... I know this from playing the black side of the Ukrainian endgames. The, it's like King's old Indian type positions. I feel like my king is best here because it's centralized. It can go either way later. Someone mentioned king c2, but I might want to have this avenue for attack. Arsenal is fearless. Shovel, just keep shoveling. So as I said, like if I play knight d2, it's probably not a big deal, but he could play knight to d4. I'll have to watch that tactic. My bishop has retreat squares here. g4, what would Petrosian do? a4 now? What do I do? Knight a3. Never put your knights on the side of the board. If he plays a6, then I have knight here. Is that even a good move? Probably not. Hope chest. My hope chest. I was hoping it would be a good move, but it looks like I'm mistaken. The knight d2 was also not exciting. There's the check. So he's just listening to the stream. How about knight g4? It's a weird move. A lot of ambulances here. Knight c4 just gets hit by b5, knight check, king c7. Yeah, I was looking at knight g4 last move. Put pressure on the e5 pawn. It would work like in conjunction with knight c4. Conjunctionitis. Ah. G4, anyone? Man. Seems lame. What happens if he plays h5? I guess it's nothing. I just play h3 or g4. I don't think I'm that much better. Wow. Well, that I missed. Maybe I should consider b3. I mean, c4 should have been obvious. For some reason, I was sleeping at the switch there for a minute. Beautiful game last night over the board. Queen sack and a knight sack. For mate and 5. Very nice. Very nice. Congratulations. Thank you. It took me like 3 years to find Arsenal fans' weakness. Boring, drawn, equal type of end games. Alright, we found his weakness. Picked off the c-pawn. See, Arsenal's an active player. He doesn't like having a position where he can't do, like, attack or do stuff. So this pushing c4, I mean, it might have been playable, but he had to be very careful about it. Wasn't necessary to do that. You have 17 FIDE rated games this weekend over 3 days. Oh, Blitz. I've never played a FIDE rated Blitz game. Kids, I have time for one last game after this. Children. It's just, I don't even know where you are. Doesn't look like you made it. You weren't even close to the bubble. Shocky's the next one. I'm sorry I started late today, guys. I want to sadistically torture Arsenal fan. This is a fun position. H3. You know the Karpov style where you like a python? I forgot we canceled Karpov, but the one square moves where you squeeze the pieces into the squares every turn, slowly. Little by little. Black thinks they have a chance. How about Rook G6? Mm-hmm. This position is a thing of beauty. This might be a mistake. I'm letting out my control of E4 a little. No, I'm canceling all these challenges. I've got to go in one more game. Most likely. How about, like, is he gonna play G4? Good luck with that. Chess Zebra, wow, long time. Thanks to Agnes Karajewski for donating 100 bits today. We had a short stream today. I was late. Rarely I'm late. Very good excuse. We'll be back tomorrow night with a subscriber stream. Mr. Mom will be here tomorrow night. Knight B8. Yes. Are we having fun yet? Hello, William and friends. Another donation. Thank you for the donation. It's not a donation. Alright, well, there are many kinds of donations. There's donations of squares. It doesn't have to be a material donation to be generous. So knight a3, knight c7, black is able to defend. I was talking earlier, why did I put my king on e2? Because of this line. Oh no. Wait, well there's the other line too. Oh my god. Yeah, but if he gets a knight to b6, that's not a problem. Not a problem. Open file. Is this a weak pawn? Now he's coming back a little bit. You know, his pieces look kind of okay. He's got his bad bishop. What about bishop b6? Is that your plan? Maybe he's right. I should have played knight c6 first. Never seen Arsenal fans so mesmerized. Right. Klezmerized. Knight c6, king b7. Still like my position. Oh! Check. Here. He's hanging on. Continuing to hang on. Doggedly. Oh no, you had that move. I didn't expect him to trade pieces. He's going for the active king. The knighting games are not known for their drawish tendencies. Wonder if I can win directly with like knight to c5. What the bleep just happened? Yeah. Good thing I saw that. I just completely didn't see he could go there. My god, I didn't see he could actually take that. What a stunning oversight. That's horrendous. I did not see knight takes d5 was even possible. Unbelievable. Now which way do you take here? Possible advantage could there be in like giving him a protected passed pawn? King e3. The plan was knight c5, but he has what? Knight c7, d6. Like, I don't think that's good. See, the problem is, like, all knighting games down material are usually lost. That's the problem, is it's Zugzwang. Zugzwang is a problem. That's why trading rooks may have been a mistake for black, even though, you know, it kept him alive temporarily. Ultimately, How you doing? How you doing? Everybody left the challenge list. Shocky just keeps dropping and coming back. Okay. Last game. I have to leave at 1:30, so I'll have to resign. This is a long time control, 10 plus 5. He's actually the fastest player. Probably. Probably. And my computer is massively slow right now. What is it doing? My internet is slow. Play today's Wordle. Wordle the turtle. Alright. Last game for today. We'll see you all tomorrow night. Thanks for donating and subscribing. Sorry I can't play more games. My pleasure. Zen Chess, if you or anyone else who's a subscriber wants to submit a game for Thursday's stream tomorrow night, feel free to do so. HTFP. You literally totally blanked. C4 was hanging. Literally, totally. Like a valley girl. It's already 1:15. How is it so late? Live slow and prosper. Knight F1. Oh my god. It's Steinitz. My god. Okay. I literally blanked that C4 was hanging. I'm gonna open the game up. Since he's farting around there. Anyway. Now, Knight C5 doesn't work so well. Need to develop. Alright, whatever. I don't know. It's just a blitz game. We threatening Knight C5? Not really. Don't do nothing. This doesn't do anything. What am I threatening? Nothing. What is he threatening? Nothing. So what if Bishop G5, like he tries to provoke me? Provoke. Don't poke the bear. Do not touch the animals, please. Keep your hands inside the cage. Outside the cage, if possible. Poke the bear. I've never seen anyone play knight f1, but I'm not sure. Maybe I overreacted with c4. He played a non-critical variation. Did I overreact? Queen d2. Here. Bishop h6. You know, as I've stated in past, I think bishop h6 is, you know, the sort of like rook e8 thing is like overrated. If he's gonna go to all that trouble to trade off your bishop, oftentimes it's just better to just let him do that, whatever. All this circus with like rook e8, bishop h6, bishop h8, you end up like getting mated anyway, so why do that? He's got no control of d5 with this pawn. I was surprised by this bishop d4 though. That's not what I expected. I expected bishop g5, and then he would provoke me more with h6, bishop h4, trying to sacrifice a piece. He's a tactical kind of player, I think. I wouldn't be surprised to see this. Bishop g5, h6, bishop h4, if g5 now. He tries to sacrifice. I feel like here we have a good Najdorf. Been known to be wrong. I have d5 right away. Depending on what he does. Do I want to do d5 though? Maybe not. Keep it in reserve. I mean, f5 could be very dangerous. Positional. Yeah, I have to go in 10 minutes. I feel like I need more time for this position. Black is hugely better, bigly. But, you know, it requires accuracy. Like, one mistake and white would have a decent position. But he's got a couple of problems. Okay, first of all, there's no dark squared bishop, so his dark squares tend to be a little bit weak. This h4 is really nuts. Second problem is that his knight on g3 is just awful, and it has nowhere to go, you know, so I don't think h4 is really correct. I mean, f5. Maybe I missed it last move? No. I mean, I understand h4. It's not a horrible move. He doesn't have that many options, and there's some threats that could be generated. But I think the black is clearly better here. My first idea was knight e6, knight f4. He's obviously going to come here. Well, he seems to be under the impression that he doesn't care about his white square bishop, I guess. He doesn't have to move it. He's trying to, like, outweight me, I guess. You would expect, basically, bishop c2 pretty automatically, but he's starting to just tank. Wonder what he's thinking about, like h5? Maybe his internet. No, he's online. He did h5. Is he trying to play h6, maybe? Wow. f5. Do I have f5 at some point? Looks... very close to working. Perhaps not, though. I just don't have time. I have to go in 6 minutes, so I'm gonna have to play really fast now. Well, I mean, the question is, could I win a piece with f5? Could I, you know, forcibly blast him with f5 takes e4? Do I have a fork somewhere? f5 pawn takes pawn, e4 bishop takes, or e4 knight takes. I can take and, like, pin him. You know, I may have been winning a piece there if he takes on f5. he basically did what I expected him to do. Still had no f5. It's like I'm playing the Sveshnikov. Wow. That's pretty cold-blooded. I mean, most people would have put their bishop on d5, but he's gonna like wait and play king g2 into the diagonal. Extremely cold-blooded. And fearless. He played d4, I feel like, the last time we played. Didn't he? I must be thinking of someone else. We haven't played... Let's see. No. No, I was white last game. He's really using his time. Normally he plays super fast. I've never had a game where he used more time than I did, I don't think. It's just like approximately equal. Rook h4 is exclamation point move, preventing bishop g4. And if knight g5, rook h4, gh4, winning a piece. Pretty much brilliant. I don't know, I'm just gonna offer a draw. I blundered. The problem is I have to go, so I blundered trying to hurry too much here. I shouldn't exchange rooks. Or maybe rook exchange is okay, but I should have played queen c1 now. And I'm better. This is a blunder. Good morning, WJ Loof. Just catching the end of the stream, but I gotta go. So I'm either losing, drawing, or resigning. Losing, drawing, or resigning. 3 possible results. That's a half point out of 3. I don't understand why he's thinking so long here. It's really weird. He usually plays very fast. I guess queen f3 is an additional possibility, but I think it's actually a big blunder. There's nothing to think about here. This is really weird. I don't get it, dude. It's like he's trying to use the max time or something. That's a huge mistake. He had rook takes and bishop takes f7 and didn't do it. Wow. That's a massive blunder. I mean, I just blundered rook takes h8 and bishop takes f7. Now black's alright. That was just really lucky. I mean, I still might be worse somehow, but I don't see it. Yeah, I don't understand why he did that. That was weird. Queen there. Yeah, I've got to take now. What's up with this endgame? A5. Oh, it should be a draw. I mean, as long as they don't panic, it's just a draw. I've never seen him use all his time before. He lost on time? That's weird. So white was apparently winning when I blundered that. I offered a draw and then played rook h8. Obviously, I'm just hanging f7. Yeah, I had queen c1. Black should be alright. White is better. Even so. Where did I lose my advantage? It's really weird. Somewhere around here. White just... King g2 in particular is an amazing move. Should have played f5 first. But I didn't realize what difference it made. Apparently it makes a big difference. Anyway, interesting game. 19 center pawn lost by white. 20 by black. Guys, I gotta go. We'll see you later. Next time. Tune in for Thursday night subscriber stream. Bye-bye.